Guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Callie and today I'm doing a little something different. I'm gonna do a vlog. And I got the idea to do this because I've been seeing a lot of TikToks of people asking how people read so much and have full-time jobs. Now, I do have a full-time job. I work 7 to 3:30 Monday through Friday as a data analyst. So I'm going to go through just my normal weekly routine. So drive to work, get ready. This is me entering the building of my job. So like I said, I'm a data analyst specifically for a pricing team. So I do a lot of stuff in Excel and just a lot of data analytics for the sales teams, for the product management team. And while I'm at work, I listen to books. Audiobooks are the best way for me to get through a ton of reading. So right now I'm currently listening to maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. I also listen to audiobooks on 1.8 speed. I've been doing this for a couple of years. That's about the fastest I'll go, just because past that it's way too fast. So every day when I get to work, I fill out my planner. Now, this is a reader-specific planner that I've talked about in the past. This is the Always Fully Booked planner by Little Inklings Design. So right away in the morning, I just get all of the catch-up done. So this is obviously on a Monday, so I'm catching up from the stuff I didn't do on the weekend, which books I finished. I love stickers, as you can see. Just kind of jot everything down. I keep track of series. I keep track of all the shows that I watched on Friday night. As well as fill out any challenges that I was able to fulfill during that. This is also just how I track my reading, and then I get to work. So I like getting into work really early in the morning because no one is there and I can strictly focus on working. So just pop in an earbud and get to work. Part of my main job is to look at price deviation requests. So just essentially people asking for discounts. So I do a lot of checks and balances with that. That's a big aspect of my job, as well as analytics. My job has a cafe upstairs, so typically I will go up and get some hash browns or something breakfasty. It's relatively cheap, so I really enjoy that in my mornings with my coffee, which I do make from home. My coworker just got there, so that's why you saw me wave to probably what looks like nobody. But my coworker also gets in fairly early in the morning for the same reason. I work on a team of 5, which is under an umbrella of what it's called sales operations. So my sales operations essentially just helps the sales team, marketing. We're kind of the backbone of the sales department, but we never actually talk to customers because talking to customers would be the bane of my existence. I like data, and I like looking through data, manipulating data, and just data. So that's why this job is great for me. I even do that in my personal life, which you will see later when I actually get some book mail. But yeah, I just sit here, stare at the screen for a couple hours. Not a couple hours, obviously, it's the 8 hours. And do my job while listening to this book. And I listen to it on and off throughout the day. Sometimes I'll get a little burnt out from it, so I'll watch like a YouTube video or listen to music for a half hour. But this is around 3 o'clock, so I'm going to just pack up my stuff, my coffee cup, which is now empty, water bottle, which is not, and just... So, yep, just packing up all of my stuff and grabbing my empty lunchbox and walking out of the building. I have to walk through a warehouse, so which is why you have to see the floor, because there's proprietary stuff in the warehouse as well as the plant. This is the main building for my company, so we are part just bureaucratic and admin stuff, as well as a housing warehouse and production department. And then I get to... Oh yeah, get to my car and then basically just drive home. So I live about 25-30 minutes away from my office. So on 1.8 speed, I can still get about 45 minutes further into the book. And I was very committed to finishing this book today. I don't really know why, but I was determined to finish it. So, but I typically listen to books in the car anyway. just because they're nice, mindless, and I can pretty much focus on everything going on in the book while driving. And once I get home, I let Reese outside, just kind of unwind, change out of the work clothes. And today I was actually working on a mini Lego build that my husband got me for Valentine's Day. It's so many pieces and they're all so tiny, and the instructions aren't the greatest. It is a quite difficult build that I'm literally still working on. So, what I did is set up my audiobook to just play while I tried to get further into this Lego thing. It's gonna end up being this really cool Japanese flower garden with waterfalls, and so I'm kind of building the part that levitates right now, and I'm currently still working on that part as I'm editing this a week later, because this is a bitch and a half. But it's really fun, and I love Legos, as my husband knows, and my entire family knows. So I just like to build Legos. These are minis, which are really hard to kind of work with, and since they're not actually like Lego kind of things, whatever you want to call them, they're they fit differently, so it's a lot more effort. And I swear to God, my fingers hurt so much after working on this for a couple of hours. But I did end up finishing Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. And I've been really hit or miss with Colleen Hoover lately. I've either really enjoyed the story or I've DNF'd it. So this one, obviously, haven't DNF'd. I've been finishing it, and I ended up finishing it about halfway through this video, and then I just kind of started watching some YouTube videos as well as keeping track. You saw I pulled up an Excel sheet in the background on my computer, and that is because I'm just about to finish this book, so I'm going to input all of the data around this book into my reading spreadsheet, which includes rating, spice rating, as well as like publication year, if I own the book, how I read it. I also have a couple other data points. I can go through my spreadsheet if anybody has any interest, but like I mentioned, I'm a big data person, so I just like to input data, and then this is how I deal with my monthly wrap-ups as well as yearly wrap-ups, and I keep all this data to kind of look back. So this is around 5:30 in the morning. I get up really early. Like I said, I work at 7 a.m., but I like to get up early to do some ebook reading. So I'm currently reading To Ashes and Dust by Laura Lunier. I read the last book like last month and really enjoyed it. So I get a little bit of reading done right away in the morning before I have to drive into work. Since I finished the Colleen Hoover book the day before, I've moved on to my next book, which is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I've been rereading this series this year because after I did my huge Sarah J. Maas reread, I really enjoyed just kind of visiting older series, and I really like long series, and it's been a long time since I've re-listened to these books, so I wanted to give these another listen, and I owned them on audiobook already, and they're really short. At least the first couple are. I forgot how short. So, yep, just been listening to Chamber. I prefer the Jim Dale versions of these books, just because that's kind of what I was used to listening to. My dad had these all on tape when I was growing up, and I remember we would listen to them in the car for longer car rides, and I continued that when I went to college and had a 3-hour commute from home to school, and he just gave me all the tapes, and that's the versions I listened to. This day was relatively boring. I didn't want to show a ton of clips of me just working, so I got home, played with Reese a little bit, and I'm getting ready for a run with my husband. We like to run like every other day or so, depending on how we're both feeling. I have a bad knee, and so does he. Funny enough, they're opposite knees, but we'll take Reese out if it's nice enough and just go for like a quick 30-minute run. We're potentially going to be doing a 5K in the summer or fall, depending on how we're both feeling. I've never been a huge runner. As you can see, like I have a brace on my knee, but we're getting more into it, and I've actually been enjoying it immensely. So has Reese. He loves to be outside and to go for, they're not really runs for him, they're walks. I had nothing exciting going on Wednesday morning. That and I forgot to film because it's 5:30 in the morning. But I got my book of the month on Wednesday. This week is actually very abnormal. I got a ton of book mail, and I don't get this much book mail, I swear. So I obviously have a book of the month subscription. I've been skipping the last couple of months, but this month there were two books that I was interested in, both thriller horror books by authors that I'm already kind of aware of. So I'm just kind of unboxing these. They gave me the, like, I don't remember the lollies, I think they're called. And the winner is a book, yep, already read it. And I have the book of the month version of it. So kind of useless for me when they were like, we'll give you this book for free. No. So I picked Murder Road by Simone St. James as my add-on. And for my actual book of the month, I picked the Amy Tintera book, Listen for the Lie. I read Amy Tintera's fantasy series, so I know I like her writing style. This is the Excel document that I was talking about earlier. So, like I said, I have Amy Tintera. So, this is how I add stuff to it. I have a huge sheet. This is my entire library. So, I'll add these books in. This is how I keep track of what I've read versus what I've not read. I also will pull this up when I'm in the bookstore because I actually have over 1,000 books technically. So, this is how I can kind of check, like, do I have this book? Have I unhauled this book? So I have a whole separate tab for if I've unhauled a book or not. But yeah, this is my entire library and how I kind of search. I thought I had a Simone St. James book. Apparently I didn't. So this is me trying to frantically look for it. And I didn't have a book by Simone St. James. So I needed to add one, add her name in as an author. And then I add stuff like if it's signed or not, how many pages, the type of book, where I got it, when I bought it, when it was released, as well as the publisher. And then I've got like a little sprayed edges thing. This is my haul tab. Thursday, I had not much going on. I'd already finished Harry Potter, and I didn't have any more audiobooks ready for me. So I didn't listen to anything, nor did I read anything. But I got my fairy loot, as well as but a bookish shop that I really like called Peachy Babies or something like that. Peachy Lily. I saw her Tortured Readers Department thing based off of Taylor Swift's upcoming album. I saw that and I needed to have it, and I'm running out of room in my Always Fully book planner to write reviews, so I grabbed one of these as well. Now, literally in between opening that package and the other package, I ended up getting an ARC audiobook, Late Bloomer by Maisie Eddings, so I started listening to it while I opened these. So, this is a sapphic romance story. I really like Maisie Eddings. I met her at a Polycon last year. She's the author of A Brush with Love. She's really good at writing mental health stories, so when I got approved for this, I was really excited and wanted to read this while I opened my box. So I got another one of their little tote bags. I really like these. They're really sturdy. This one had a zipper as well. And then I got this weird glass mug with a goose on it. I have no idea what this is about or anything, but it's this really pretty, very autumn vibes, but it's a goose with a knife, and I don't even know what to think about it. I haven't used it yet. It's a little small compared to the mugs that I usually use, so I think it's just kind of still sitting on my desk. My favorite thing out of this box was the Basquiat hat from Fourth Wing. I don't wear a lot of hats, but I will definitely wear this a lot because it's really cute, and I have really oily hair, as you can probably tell. Usually I have it in a braid or a ponytail when I'm having a super oily day, but I'm just kind of chilling at home, so here I am in a ponytail. Next were these like keychains from the Book of the Month pick, which was The Crimson Moth by Christina Ciccarelli. I really don't know how to pronounce her name. I am so sorry. So I'm actually going to give Sarah the matching one and then put the other one on my keychain. So then I got the little art prints. This was actually my last fairy loot with like stuff in it. A little bit after I filmed this vlog, I ended up getting off the wait list to do the book only. I've been wanting to be on the book only one for a while now, just because, like, I don't care for all the stuff. It's not always a book or not a book, stuff that I want, but, so, but I really love Kristen Ciccarelli, so I was really glad that I got this book. It is beautiful. Like, the sprayed edges are phenomenal. The cover design change is beautiful. It has end papers. It has embossing on the naked cover. It's just an overall beautiful book, and I became obsessed with it. The art is phenomenal. I actually finished this book the week after I finished this vlog. 5 stars. Loved this book. It was as beautiful on the inside as it was on the outside, and I'm obsessed with all of the changes that they did to this book. Even I don't even know which cover I like more, the one with her on the front or the different one. So Friday, this is me coming home to a very excited Reese. I always come home to this little booger greeting me at the door, and then he'll always do this. He'll just walk away and be like, "Hey, Mom, what's going on? I'd like to go outside now." And he just paces back and forth. But yeah, I'll just let him out. And then I wanted to finish the late bloomer. When I got my last package of the week, I ended up doing, I saw a couple ads for it on TikTok of doing the blind book date, and this box really intrigued me. It came with a bunch of stuff, and it was really cheap. I think this was like $12. And for a book and all the goodies that it came with, that was such a steal. So I just did a cute little unboxing for it. I actually didn't even know that it came with a tote. I'm gonna give this tote to Sarah because it has a cat on it. Not that I hate cats, but like, Sarah has a cat. I don't have a cat. Obviously, you've seen Reese in this book, or in this vlog. I have a dog, so it's just not kind of my vibe. But I was really excited about the pens. I love colored pens. I use them all the time. Also came with a matching highlighter, and this was all like curated to the book she picked. So everything had like the same color story and color vibe. She as well gave me the little stickies for annotating. I do typically annotate my books, not as often. Then there's this heart thing. I have no idea what this is for, to be honest. I have it just sitting there. She gave me so many bookmarks. Like, I got a bunch of different ones. This is a metal one that was really pretty. I had the stained glass one that was also really pretty, and it wasn't made out of paper. I don't know what it was made out of. I had so many stickers, and I loved all of them. I've put a bunch on my water bottle since, just because they're really cute, and I've been meaning to decorate my water bottle with stickers. She also gave me tea. I'm not a big green tea drinker, so the peppermint tea I'm also going to give to Sarah. The pins were so cute. So I obviously picked the romance option for the blind date with the book. I felt like it was the safest option. I read so much fantasy that doing these blind date stuff make me a bit nervous because I'm always concerned that I'm going to get a book that I already have, and that just seemed silly. So when it mentioned a romance that had recently come out, not a part of a series, had good reviews on Goodreads, I was like, okay, maybe I don't know what this book is. And I didn't. So I got more bookmarks, which was really exciting. I love bookmarks. I have so many bookmarks. It's kind of stupid. I'm going to struggle with getting this open, but it is a book that I didn't own, and I was really excited about that. It was the Rom-Con, which you'll see pop up as soon as I figure out how to open this very neatly and nicely, which I didn't own. I ended up reading it, and I really liked it. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of different style of video. If you want more vlogs, I can make an effort to try and do more. I'm really bad about it, but I tried really hard this time, and I had a fun time. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in our next video. Have a lovely week. Bye!